Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. Hi. I am very excited to be coming back to content creation. I took a long, much needed break and I am feeling invigorated and balanced and recentered. So I'm here today with kind of a different video than I've normally done in the past. I'm ready to try some new things. So today I am going to be talking about 16 upcoming games or games that have recently come out over like October, November, and December. And I invited a few of my besties on and we're going to be reacting and kind of giving feedback about these games. So there's going to be some cozy, wholesome, cute farming sim type games on this, but there's also a few that kind of tiptoe into the gory, creepy, darker elements. And then there's quite a bit of strategy and just kind of like games that you can play when you're unwinding after work. So most of these, if not all, are single player games. So yeah, let's take a look at 16 cozy, interesting, and maybe a little macabre upcoming games of the last quarter of 2023. First on our list is a game called Outpath.
It literally looks just like Minecraft. Like
turtles! Outpath is a clicker base building game that dropped on October 16th. You can craft, gather, and handle your resources while you're on a wild ride to build your base and snatch up as many islands as you can. It's a 3D first-person platformer, and it attracts fans of Forager, Satisfactory, and Minecraft to its idle clicker, survival crafting, and production optimization vibes. You're supposed to exploit the environment, automate your base, and soak in the relaxing gameplay. The art style reminds me a little bit of Stardew Valley, but with the voxel graphic style of Minecraft and a flat 2D feel to some of the in-game sprites. So yeah, this is kind of like a mindless game you could shut your brain off to after work and just go into idle clicker, foraging, and automating of a base.
I like that little guy.
I like it.
I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Next on our list is a game called Little Goody Two Shoes, and this is one of only 2 games that we cover on this list where all of my squad gave it a thumbs up. Yeah, you take a look at the trailer and it's got this really interesting 90s anime aesthetic with like the magical girl style.
That's so fun.
Some of the art style reminds me of Revolutionary Girl Utena and some of the Clamp art styles. It's cutesy on the surface, but you scratch just a tiny bit and you start to see some kind of like weird, creepy, eldritch horrors hidden in the background. And it unfolds in a German village featuring elements like exploration, crafting, and a reputation system. You play as Elise, an ambitious girl who's trapped in a village too small for her big dreams. She discovers magical red shoes buried in her backyard. Her job is to protect an innocent witch from the local villagers by any means necessary, lying, deception, and strategy, while also protecting her own reputation. It's worth noting that this is a femme-centric romance plotline, so for all of our Yuri fans in the audience,
I think it's everything that I want in a game. Girl protagonist, kind of dark and weird, also anime cutesy. I will eat that every day of my life. That could enter my body and never leave.
I love how it has like so many different concepts from different games kind of like fused together in a really cool and unique way.
Yeah.
I don't even like horror games really, but I think I would play this one. I just don't like jump scares and stuff.
And I think it's like probably horror in the sense of like the Alice horror games.
Yeah.
Where like it's probably just like a lot of disturbing
Macabre.
imagery.
Gory,
And like, you know, rather than like boo.
Yeah, this one definitely looks interesting, so let me know what you think. Next on our list is Cattails Wildwood Story. Cattails invites you to become a cat leader in this charming RPG life sim where you explore the wildwood, hunt prey, and defend your colony. It's essentially Stardew Valley, but cats.
Meow. Meow. Classic cat activity. I'm immersed now.
Build your farm, customize your den, befriend and romance fellow cats, hunt prey, and capture territory from the forces of corruption.
This is so dynamic.
This game looks super adorable, especially for fans of farming simulators who want a fun little twist on the usual formula. From what I can see, there's about 30 hours of gameplay available, so you can really unwind in the wildwood, jamming to some kitty cat melodies as you unleash your inner feline and build your dream cat town. Next on our list, we have Fashion Dreamer. Okay, so I know this game isn't going to be for everyone. Fashion Dreamer is a spiritual successor to Nintendo's Style Savvy, except you're a fashionista instead of a boutique owner. For fans of paper dolls growing up and character creation screens in video games, this is the game for you. In Fashion Dreamer, you're welcomed into the world of Eve as a fashion influencer. Your job is to go around town, meeting NPCs, and potentially other player characters if you're playing online. You're given style challenges from the NPCs like, build me a look featuring this jacket, or I want a look with this specific color palette, and then you design the look based around those specifications. There's really not much of a plot to this game. It's very straightforward. It's a little mindless. You play dress up and you have a good time.
These are games that I love, but I don't know if I would ever spend the money on, but if anyone ever gifted this to me, I'd play the shit out of it.
As a consumer, no.
I like it.
I think it's way overpriced. If it was $15 for, it's basically just a character creator.
I'll do
It's like
the
the 10% of most other games.
That's literally what my fashion blog on my website right? Like,
I've been waiting on that game for like maybe 2 or 3 years. I love creating a character, creating a look. Like, I love aesthetic things.
There's nothing that I find interesting about it. I think I would be really bored within 5 minutes if I bought this. Great, I made a character, what now? I crave adventure. I don't like to play dress-up doll.
Oh, bitch, I do.
next on our list is a game called Spirittea. You are the only human in a town that can see a bunch of strange spirits wandering about. These spirits are getting up to some shenanigans, so maybe you should get this worn down bathhouse in town up and running again so you can service these spirits and cool their tempers a little bit. You'll be tasked with running and managing said bathhouse, solving the problems of the spirits who stop by for a stay, befriending local villagers, and upgrading and decorating the bathhouse.
Oh my goodness! Big tiger man!
Your challenge is to deliver 5-star service to the spirits, making sure they're not sitting near other spirits that they dislike, that their towels are clean, and that they're getting the perfect water for their preferences.
It's very Spirited Away, and I like that about it.
Can I give a hot take?
Okay.
I like the story of it a lot, but I don't think it's a very pretty game. I think it's kind of ugly.
I think this game looks ugly too.
Yeah.
Can I say something controversial?
Okay.
One Piece is uglier.
Why? One Piece is minding their own business, being the #1 anime in the world, and you just drag them
I don't know
in.
about that.
Google it. It's there. That's true facts. Unbelievable.
Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh, Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z, I can
True.
see.
Pokemon, true. Naruto, true.
Naruto.
One Piece is
Naruto.
number 4. Anyway, moving on.
Respect.
We still have a lot to go through. Next on our list is Coral Island, and this is probably one of the most anticipating farming and life simulators I've seen in the last couple of years, at least in the cozy gaming community, where I've seen prominent figures frothing at the mouth for the release date of Coral Island. Featuring one of the most diverse and interesting character creator screens I've seen in the genre of farming life sims.
Pause real quick. That's a body mass slider.
You get to design your own character and immerse yourself in the relaxing island life. Take care of crops, nurture livestock, and help revitalize the island town surrounded by scenic coral reefs. Oh, but don't forget, there's mermaids in this game. It's so exciting. You get to go underwater and hang out with the little mermaids. The underwater element of this game adds a fun twist to our usual farming simulator experience. Coral Island features a vibrant cast of 70+ villagers and gorgeous art both in the gameplay and also the villager portraits. This is one of my top 3 picks in the list.
You've got my attention.
Fun. There's
Piqued my
lots
interest.
of unique activities, like the potato sack race.
The volleyball, yeah.
I give it a thumbs up.
Dukes and Jack both have a middle?
What?
Really?
I'm not completely sold. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Next on our list, we have
loddlenaut! Yay! I've been so excited for this game. Huge gameplay coming up.
This game is super duper adorable. You play as a little interstellar scuba diver whose job it is to go around to different planets and clean up the polluted oceans. You will befriend and raise silly little alien friends.
Is that an axolotl, buddy?
Yes! Loddlenauts.
Don't axolotls, like, not live in the ocean?
Loddlenaut has a very interesting minimalist art style featuring vibrant deep sea colors and a strange blending of pixel art and 3D gameplay. You meet the Loddles in the ocean of planet GUP-14, which has been polluted by a mega corporation. These critters are not doing well, and you're here to help clean up the pollution and nurse them back to health, even finding eggs and incubating them and releasing them to the wild when they're healthy enough. This game is a must-have for axolotl fans.
As soon as I saw this game years ago, it immediately went on my wish list. I can't believe we're getting so close to release date.
It reminds me of something that you find on like a kid's show, like a baby show.
That's why Dukesly likes it so much.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
Thumbs down.
Next on our list is a title called Ratopia.
Ratopia.
Oh, it's giving Redwall.
Wait, no, Redwall's coming up later in the list.
What?
Ooh. Ratopia is a delightful blend of strategic survival, sandbox exploration, and city building simulation. Create the city of your dreams, shaping its economic system, catering to the unique needs of ratizens, each with their own charming characteristics. Craft intricate policies, including taxation, to guarantee your city's prosperity.
I can tax my residents.
And wield the power to prevent or create social disasters. Embark on epic expeditions, uncovering the remains of ancient rats and navigating challenges that may arise, including the awakening of new apex predators.
I do like the art styles, specifically like the texture of the wood.
In this charming take on the oxygen not included genre, you'll manage various systems like wealth, hunger, and sleep. Navigate through resource allocation to optimizing workstations.
I think I'd get my money's worth out of this for sure. I love builders, community management simulator games, and like this would be a Terraria replacement. This is what I wish Terraria was, kind of, is what like what it looks like to me.
I love the skill tree.
I think it looks great.
Next on our list is possibly the most unique title that we have. It's called Slay the Princess.
But she's a princess. We're supposed to save her. You're supposed to slay her, or she'll go on to destroy everything.
Since I saw the trailer for Slay the Princess, it has lived rent-free in my head. Slay the Princess is a psychological horror visual novel where you play a chivalrous hero whose job it is to find the princess tucked away in the basement of a cottage and slay her. Her job is to do everything and anything in her power, and she has a lot of very strange eldritch powers, and stop you from killing her. This is a fully voice-acted game with hand-drawn pencil art. There's a bit of gore peppered in here and there, so it has a creepy feel to it, sort of like you're reading a comic book or a manga and your nose is bleeding on top of the pages.
She's not like other girls.
This is not going the way I thought it was going.
The entire game, she is manipulating and tricking you into not killing her, and your job is to kill her. I mean, you see how quickly you can just die and the game ends. So you've got to play it until you make all the right choices to actually slay the princess.
That's very cool.
That's fun. I liked her Higurashi moment.
It's very Yandere. And I like all of the top comments on this for the reviews are just, I can fix her. I'm very excited for this title, and I absolutely will be picking this up. Next up, we have Zipp's Café. Have y'all heard of this?
No.
A noir and chill, story-rich game where love, betrayal, and coffee collide as you manage an adorable cafe.
Is that a raccoon? Ew.
Right between
Dara's getting whiplash.
The bug fear is real.
This game is all focused on narrative and character conversations. Moody colors and ambient sounds will have you drifting off, immersed in the stories and lives of the 5 standout characters of the title. I really like the cooking thing. It reminds me of like Diner Dash, like management, waitress kind of games.
I loved the shit out of Diner Dash, yeah.
Zipp's Café plunges you into the interesting world of Wilderness, a strange little town nestled between the city of animals and the district of insects. You'll play 3 distinct mini games as you brew up coffee, cook delicious snacks and meals, and wash up the dishes. The dialogue is the main focus of the game, so if you're looking for something to turn your brain off to and tune into the drama of otherworldly creatures, then you may have found what you're looking for in Zipp's Café.
Because it's a noir, the big difference is that there's also a mystery that's being actively solved. So that's pretty cool. It's like Ace Attorney.
I like it.
I wonder if I can mod out the bugs.
Mod out the bugs? They're not that bad.
I'm a little triggered. I'm not gonna lie.
SteamWorld build is next on our list. It's a race against time on a dying planet. Gather your posse and start building a Wild West-inspired town over an old mine rumored to hold ancient tech. Dig deep, keep your Steambots happy, and trade resources while defending against creepy crawlies below. It's a super resource management-focused building simulator, and it's in the same category as games like Factorio, RimWorld, and Prison Architect. It looks like it's very complex as far as the management aspect, and it's probably not for everybody. It does look like it will tickle the brain in a very interesting way for strategy-focused gamers.
It looks like a very complex and well thought out city builder. It looks like it goes beyond the standard city builder like framework, which I like. I like that they're pushing the boundaries of like what a city builder looks like.
I get the feeling I would get overwhelmed.
I will say it looks pretty cluttered.
I think it's all in how you build it too. Like this is the one that they're showing, and they're trying to fit a lot into a small trailer. So they're probably building everything close together, but you would have control over how it looks in your own game.
I'm not a big fan of desert aesthetics, and I'm not a big fan of robots or steampunk.
I like that. I like it. I think I give it a thumbs up.
I'm gonna go with the middle thumb.
I'm gonna give it an up.
Interesting.
Would play if very cheap.
Blue Wednesday is a game about jazz music.
Fun. I love jazz.
It has a very cute cartoon art style, an adorable geeky main character, and a story-rich narrative with rhythm mini-games. You're playing as jazz pianist Morris, and you're exploring the vibrant city of Evans, meeting up with unique characters, and maybe even finding love.
Got a little Night of the Woods.
Oh, he's spiraling.
Yep, a little Night of the Woods. Need.
The choices you make while exploring the world of Blue Wednesday will shape the story as you wander around the town and find different genres of jazz music to complete your collection. There are quirky and interesting mini-games that pop up throughout your exploration, creating an interactive environment for you to discover.
You see the chicken that you can squeeze?
Okay.
I get thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs up. I love this one.
I give it a middle.
I would play this.
Middle.
Next up, we have Astral Ascent. This is a roguelite journey where you hack and slash your way through an enchanting fantasy world. You can choose to play as one of 4 different characters, each with their own unique playstyle. You'll explore the Garden, which is an astral prison guarded by the 12 zodiacs, the powerful and mystical guards of the prison.
Is it every character is a zodiac character?
Yeah.
The
That's
bosses
cool.
you're fighting are zodiacs.
Astral Ascent does offer local co-op, so you can play this with your friends as you journey through a colorful platformer universe, unlocking powers and meeting interesting characters to guide you along your journey.
We'll play it co-op together.
Okay, and I'll just be your little sidekick.
Okay.
This is a great game for fans of fantasy worlds, especially those that love a mystical and slightly spiritual overtone along the lines of astrology and destiny.
I want to say something controversial.
Oh no!
Get brave. I really like the art style and I really like the gameplay, but I don't think I like them together.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, no.
I think this is beautiful and I'm so interested in the storyline, and I feel like these types of games, you're so emotionally caught up in them that it's so satisfying. The satisfaction of like actually beating a level, beating the boss. I gotta give it a thumbs up. Next on our list is QUISINEer, an adorable roguelite dungeon crawler with a focus on food. You'll be playing as Palm, a super cute adventurer turned restaurant manager. In order to source ingredients for your restaurant menu, you'll have to go out into the dangerous world and fight silly creatures to bring them home to your table and serve up to your patrons. Look at this food. Tonkatsu. I would eat the shit out of that right now. You'll be taking over the helm of your parents' old, worn-down restaurant, restoring it from debt as you explore the world and wield your cooking utensils against giant chickens and scary shrimps.
I'm so immersed. This is so MapleStory too. It makes me so happy to be alive.
I'm not impressed. It looks very generic, but it is very cute.
Huh?
There's a bit of a diner dash element to this game where you cook and serve food focused on time and resource management. You can also explore the town nearby and chat with interesting characters to create the restaurant of your dreams. I don't think I would play this, but I also think I would try it, but I don't see myself playing this a lot.
I think it's too cutesy for me.
I I would play this.
The food looks
I think
great.
it's cute. It's just not my style of game.
Yeah.
Not even with the werewolf man.
I did see the werewolf man.
And that's like, he's like a softie.
He's a sweet little guy. He's got a scar on it. Look at the scar on his eyebrow.
Okay, I'm not saying he isn't a cool design, but I'm a little confused because it kind of pisses me off when all of the male characters are like full furry and then the girls are like human with cat ears. Like, one or the other, right? Like, I don't know.
Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yippee!
Next up is probably the game I'm most excited for on this list. It is called Small Saga. Okay, this one I'm so excited about.
I'm excited for this too.
Oh my gosh.
This is Redwall.
This reminds me of like Monkey Island.
Look at how cool that is.
Who said anything about running?
Oh my god!
Small Saga is set under the streets of London in the medieval town of Rodentia, featuring turn-based combat with an RPG-style gameplay. You're playing as a little rat who's on an epic journey to reclaim his tail from the yellow god of death, aka a tabby cat. I was immediately reminded of a book series I read as a kid called Redwall. I love the adventure themes added onto such silly little creatures, turning their ordinary lives into epic tales. Small Saga is extremely story-rich, and you'll collect interesting characters along the way, including a mage rat who casts flames using a lighter, and a bard mouse singing songs on a hollowed-out pencil turned flute. It's very clever and creative, and I'm truly enchanted by this absolute masterpiece.
Okay, I love this. It's very like a D&D adventure kind of.
I love when companies take something that's like really done in the ground and then they bring something new into it, like something like this, where it's just rats. I'm gonna 2 thumbs it.
Oh my
Really?
god, we did it. We got
Wow.
two thumbs
Yeah, I
up.
think this is a 2 thumbs up for me too. And it feels only appropriate that the last game on our list is called The Last Faith. This one is definitely different from most of the games on this list, except in the fact that it's a pixel art platformer. It's a Metroidvania. It includes some of the tags like violent, gothic, vampire, horror. So this one is on my top 3 though. It reminds me of games like Dark Souls and the Soulsborne saga, but the pixel art is some of the most beautiful pixel art I have ever seen in a video game. The Last Faith is focused on precise combat where you can't get greedy. You need to fall back, parry, and strategically lash out with a huge range of weapons and firearms. This features non-linear exploration as the main character, Eric, who wakes up with no memory of his immediate past. You're journeying through dark, gothic landscapes in a race against time as Eric's mind and consciousness deteriorates. You'll encounter strange bosses and ancient religious overtones as you discover weapons, lore, and horrific, majestic beasties. Unforgiving gameplay and haunting imagery with an epic soundtrack have drawn me out of my usual ooh-woo cozy farming simulator genre, because sometimes you just like seeing strange creatures get their heads smashed in.
It very much looks like Bloodborne, the platform.
Feels like what Castlevania has not been able to do themselves for years. And
Well, that's why it's called the Metroidvania. It's inspired by Castlevania, Metroid.
I can feel my rage just by looking at it. This game looks hard, but it looks
This looks
very
unforgiving.
satisfying. It looks beautiful.
I like how we jumped from tags like cozy and comfy, and now we're in violent.
I have a couple of games, like there's overwhelmingly cozy games on here, but there's like little dark corners of my mind. So
I'm also going to give it another 2 thumbs up. I'm excited to play.
And this concludes the list of 16 upcoming games in the last quarter of 2023. I hope you all enjoyed me and my friends going through and reacting to this. And let me know what games you're most interested in. Which one were your top 3? Which one's a definite no from you? So thank you all so much for watching. You can find me at HeyShadyLady on all social media. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.